So, remember those unsettling days when maybe a single tiny component from halfway across the world could just bring an entire assembly line to a complete halt?
Oh, absolutely.
Or when you walked into your local store, looking for your favorite cereal, only to find the shelves completely bare?
Yeah, we've all been there. It was frustrating.
We've all felt that pinch, haven't we? That sudden jarring realization of just how fragile, how incredibly interconnected our global supply chains really are.
hmm Those moments were really stark reminders. They showed us how vulnerable those invisible threads connecting everything actually are.
But what if we could untangle those really knotted networks? What if there was a way to give them a kind of intelligence, make them not just faster, but fundamentally smarter, more robust, even, able to anticipate things?
Well, that's precisely where artificial intelligence is stepping in.
Ah,
Yeah,
oh,
it's quietly working away behind the scenes, really transforming how everything, from the coffee you had this morning to the intricate parts in your car, how it all moves across the planet.
so it's like a revolution happening in logistics, in orchestration.
Exactly. Today, we're taking a deep dive into how AI isn't just tweaking the flow of goods, it's fundamentally reinventing how whole industries operate.
Wow.
Yeah, right from the raw materials coming out of the ground through all the manufacturing and distribution, all the way literally to your doorstep.
Okay.
We'll explore the what, the why, and the how behind this massive transformation.
Oh.
We want to give you a clear, kind of actionable picture of its immense potential, which is often quite surprising.
And the scale is huge, right? You mentioned everything from car parts to vending machines.
It really is. We're talking about managing, maybe hundreds, if not thousands, of unique components for just one complex product.
Like a car.
Exactly. All the way to intelligently stocking and maintaining millions of individual vending machines across an entire country like they do in Japan. It just shows how versatile AI can be.
That's incredible range. And to guide us through this really intricate, evolving landscape, we've pulled together quite a stack of sources, haven't we?
We have. We're drawing insights from cutting-edge industry reports, looking at real-world deployments.
Okay.
We've got academic perspectives, too, from places like Harvard and Georgetown,
Right, the big thinkers.
and direct observations from the tech giants was actually building and implementing these solutions.
So our mission today, for you listening, is to give you a genuine shortcut, a really well-informed understanding of how AI isn't just tweaking things, but fundamentally reshaping this critical, often overlooked part of modern life.
And why it matters to you. Hopefully you'll have some real aha moments today.
Definitely. Okay, let's unpack this a bit then, because before we dive too deep into the AI stuff, we really need to get a handle on just how mind-bogglingly complex modern supply chains are, even without AI.
That's a great starting point.
It's like, trying to understand an iceberg, you only see that little bit above the water. But there's this massive, intricate structure hidden underneath. And when just one thread in that huge, invisible web breaks, the whole thing can unravel, right? Often from places you never even knew existed in your network.
That's an excellent way to frame it. Because modern supply chains, they're really not simple A to B paths anymore.
No.
They're incredibly intricate, dynamic networks. They involve countless logistics points, a huge global workforce, specialized equipment running 24/7, and just a continuous, immense flow of information.
Right.
Think about a car manufacturer again.
Mm.
They don't just assemble cars. They're orchestrating this global ballet, relying on hundreds, maybe thousands of distinct components.
Each one coming from somewhere different, potentially?
Exactly. Each might originate from a different country, supplied by different partners. And
Yeah.
each of those partners has their own complex web of sub-suppliers.
Wow.
So every single journey, every individual sub-supplier represents a potential point of failure.
Yeah, vulnerability.
These global networks are just inherently interconnected, which makes them highly susceptible to disruptions. Things like transportation delays, labor stoppages, geopolitical tensions,
Climate change impacts.
climate risks, absolutely, or even totally unforeseen events like a pandemic.
That really reminds me of Mark Fagan's family tree analogy for supply chain visibility. I think that really resonates.
It's a great analogy.
We all know our immediate family, right?
Yeah.
Parents, siblings, maybe first cousins. Those are like our direct suppliers and customers.
Your tier one.
Exactly. But how many of us can really map out our third cousins or trace back our great-great-grandparents without doing some serious digging?
All right. It gets murky fast.
And Fagan says it's the same for companies. They usually know their direct first-tier suppliers and customers pretty well.
Sure.
But the further out you go, second, third, fourth-tier suppliers, the fuzzier it all becomes.
Visibility drops off dramatically.
You might have some forgotten subcontractor way off in Vietnam, or a port that's totally overloaded, or a sudden strike somewhere. And any of these seemingly minor things can just derail everything.
Creating ripple effects through the whole system.
It's this weird paradox, isn't it? The more global and interconnected we get, the harder it actually is for humans to spot those weaknesses before they blow up.
And that precisely is the critical gap AI is designed to fill. It's a true game changer here.
Okay, so how does AI tackle that? What is AI in this context?
Well, at its core, AI is a pretty broad term, right? It covers applications where machines simulate human-like intelligence, doing complex tasks.
Right.
But within supply chains, the real powerhouse is usually machine learning, or ML.
Okay, ML. Heard that a lot.
Yeah, it's a specific subfield of AI.
Yeah.
The key thing is that ML systems learn from consuming vast amounts of data, rather than being explicitly programmed step by step.
So they teach themselves in a way.
In a way, yes. What's really fascinating is how ML goes beyond traditional software. It's not just following fixed rules. It's dynamically learning, adapting, finding hidden relationships, and subtle patterns in data that would just completely overwhelm a human analyst.
Patterns we just wouldn't see.
Exactly. Interdependencies, correlations, things that are often invisible to us, or even to older, non-AI systems.
So it's not just about seeing the unseen, but actually making sense of it all. What kind of practical things can it do then?
Precisely. AI brings this really powerful set of capabilities. It can decipher information from all sorts of unstructured sources, think video feeds from warehouse cameras,
Wow, okay.
interpreting spoken and written text,
Yeah.
which is huge for processing mountains of documents like invoices or customs forms quickly,
Right, cuts down on paperwork.
massively. More strategically, it can predict future market behavior with pretty remarkable accuracy by analyzing countless variables. It can help with complex decision-making where there are tons of factors.
Where human intuition might struggle.
Exactly. And it can surface critical insights buried deep within these enormous, often messy data sets.
So practically, what does that mean for a supply chain manager?
Practically, it means AI systems can generate far more accurate forecasts of customer demand. That leads directly to more efficient inventory management, less waste.
Okay.
It can analyze dynamic things like real-time traffic, weather patterns, and recommend alternative shipping routes before delays even happen.
Proactive, not reactive.
Yes. And it can even monitor workspaces to flag potential quality issues or identify safety violations, adding extra layers of protection.
That is a huge leap from just, constantly putting out fires after problems happen. So the core promise here is making these complex chains not just efficient, but really resilient.
Yeah.
Shifting from crisis management to intelligent orchestration.
Absolutely. That's the primary objective, a fundamental transformation. Moving supply chain management from that reactive firefighting mode to an anticipatory, intelligent orchestration of the entire network. AI excels at this because it can handle the sheer explosion of data generated by modern supply chains.
All those sensors, right? IoT data.
Exactly. Data from IoT sensors everywhere on equipment, in shipments, plus massive data sets from different digital platforms across all your partners. AI can process this at a scale and speed humans just can't match.
Okay.
And that allows it to develop incredibly accurate forecasts, reveal critical insights that were hidden before, and dramatically improve storage and transport efficiency across these huge global networks with many different players.
So it enables continuous adjustments, strategic decisions that just weren't possible before.
Precisely. It fundamentally changes how businesses can operate, making them much more proactive and adaptive.
That transition from reactive to proactive, that intelligent orchestration, it sounds revolutionary. Let's dig into some specific benefits. First up, you mentioned enhanced visibility and transparency, end-to-end oversight. We talked about the complexity, how hard it is to see past direct suppliers. I remember that survey, 2021, I think, only 2% of companies had visibility beyond their second-tier suppliers.
Which is astonishingly low, almost blind.
Right. That's almost no insight into where major risks might be hiding.
And that lack of visibility, it's not just an inconvenience, it's a critical systemic vulnerability. It exposes companies to huge risks, quality control nightmares, ethical sourcing scandals.
Yeah, reputational damage.
Huge reputational damage. AI's solution here is its unique ability to rapidly analyze and synthesize these massive, diverse data streams. Log data, logistic signals in real time, even satellite imagery, news feeds, social media,
Wow, all of that.
all of it. It illuminates the inner workings of even the most complex and opaque global logistics networks. Take Altana, for example. They're an AI startup creating these dynamic, living maps of global supply chains.
Owning maps.
Yeah, they don't just use static data. They blend public records, private company data, and they even use large language model-informed assistants.
Like AI assistants for the supply chain.
Kind of, yeah. Think of them as hyper-intelligent researchers. Employees can ask questions in plain English, like, where did this specific component originate? Or verify the ethical sourcing for this supplier 3 tiers down.
Instantly.
Pretty much instantly.
Huh.
Or even project the impact of, say, a port strike in Rotterdam on a specific production line right now.
That's incredible.
This allows for continuous, real-time tracking, immediate identification of potential quality or ethical violations, and ultimately saves significant time and money by preventing problems before they escalate.
And it helps ensure you're following the rules too, right? Labor, environment.
Absolutely. It ensures adherence to critical labor, governance, and environmental rules, something regulators, investors, and especially consumers are demanding more and more.
Okay, here's where it gets really interesting for me. This feels like a real aha moment. Imagine not just knowing where your product is, but knowing where every single component came from, all the way down the line. And crucially, knowing if those sources meet your company's ethical standards, environmental standards.
That's the holy grail, isn't it?
That's not just tracking, that's true transparency. It completely shifts the game for accountability, for brand reputation.
It absolutely does. And that level of transparency directly fuels the next massive benefit. Huge gains in operational efficiency and real, tangible cost reduction.
Okay, so how does it make things more efficient? Let's start with the warehouse. That's often a bottleneck, right?
Definitely. AI dramatically improves warehouse efficiency. Machine learning models can analyze historical data, real-time conditions, and suggest the best floor layouts.
Optimizing the space.
Optimizing the space to speed up access and travel time for inventory, from receiving right through to shipping. They can also plan the most efficient routes for both human workers and robots.
Getting stuff moving faster.
Shuttling inventory faster, boosting fulfillment rates.
Yeah.
Plus, by analyzing all those complex demand signals from marketing, production, point-of-sale data AI forecasting, helps manufacturers strike that perfect balance.
The inventory balance.
Yeah, optimizing inventory levels against the high costs of carrying too much stock.
Yeah.
That maximizes warehouse space and cuts down unnecessary spending.
So the financial wins go beyond just the warehouse floor. How does it impact broader operating costs?
Oh, the impact is pervasive. AI significantly cuts overall operating costs by automating countless repetitive time-consuming tasks.
Like counting inventory.
Exactly. Counting, tracking, documenting inventory. AI systems do it faster, more accurately, and with less direct human labor needed for those specific tasks. Crucially, AI finds and mitigates bottlenecks way faster than humans can.
Okay.
And a really vital application is predictive maintenance.
Yes. Fixing things before they break.
Precisely. AI processes floods of data from IoT sensors on machinery, vehicles, equipment, and predicts malfunctions before they cause costly downtime.
That must save a fortune.
It's huge. As Dag Calafell from MCA Connect said, for manufacturers, this isn't just nice to have. It's like operational insurance. Every minute a key machine is down means lost production, missed deadlines, big financial hits. AI limits that dramatically.
So fewer errors and less waste must naturally follow from that kind of precision and prediction.
Absolutely. AI is exceptionally good at spotting anomalies, whether it's human error, a machine glitch, or something external much faster and more reliably than people can.
Okay.
Manufacturers, warehouses, shipping companies are training sophisticated algorithms to find subtle flaws in workflows, pinpoint employee errors, detect product defects with incredible accuracy.
Using cameras and things. Computer vision.
Exactly.
Wow.
Computer vision systems with cameras placed strategically in logistics hubs, on assembly lines, even on vehicles, inspect work in real time.
Catching mistakes early.
Catching things like misassembled parts or products sent to the wrong place before they leave the building. That saves enormous amounts of time, material waste, and protects the brand.
Can it figure out why things failed too?
Yes, it can do rapid root cause analysis. By sifting through huge amounts of data, it finds correlations that explain failures, leading to quicker, more effective fixes.
And you mentioned it helps with the money side too, like in ERP systems.
Right. AI is increasingly embedded in ERP systems. That's the enterprise resource planning software that manages core business processes.
Okay.
It automates and streamlines financial transactions, helping avoid costly billing and payment errors, making sure everyone gets paid accurately and on time.
It really makes you think, doesn't it? How much waste and inefficiency do we just put up with because we can't possibly process all the information needed to optimize everything?
That's the core question AI addresses head on. It makes every single step, from the factory floor right through to the financial ledger, much more precise and efficient.
That precision factor sounds massive, especially for the fundamentals, inventory, demand, deliveries. It's almost like getting a crystal ball for your supply chain.
It really is that kind of foresight.
Right.
AI allows for vastly more accurate dynamic inventory management.
How so?
Well, AI forecasting systems can automatically adjust a manufacturer's production and purchasing based on real-time signals from their customers downstream.
So if my customer suddenly buys less?
The system sees that pattern, instantly adjusts your demand forecast, and prevents you from making too much stuff or ordering too many parts. Avoids costly overstocking.
And keeping track of what's actually in the warehouse.
Computer vision helps there too. Cameras on racks, on vehicles, even drones. They can tabulate goods in real time, monitor capacity with amazing precision, automatically update digital records.
Eliminating manual counting errors.
Exactly. Providing immediate, accurate snapshots and reducing the need for disruptive physical counts.
And predicting what customers will actually want. That's always been the really tricky part, hasn't it? So much guesswork.
Demand forecasting is where AI truly excels. It's rapidly becoming the gold standard for accuracy. It doesn't just look at past sales history.
What else does it look at?
It intelligently blends internal data, sales pipelines, marketing leads, promotion schedules with a huge range of external signal.
External, like what?
Market trends, economic outlooks, seasonal patterns, weather forecasts, competitor actions, even local events that might cause demand spikes.
Wow, it pulls all that together.
All of it. This comprehensive analysis lets AI estimate demand with unprecedented precision, and it can model the impact of really complex scenarios,
Nice.
like how an economic downturn might affect sales, or severe weather, or big market shifts. Think about fluctuating gas prices affecting car demand, or the rise of EVs impacting parts needs.
So it helps you prepare for those big shifts.
The best models are constantly pulling in all these dynamic real-world variables to give you truly proactive insights.
And ultimately, getting the products to people on time, every time, that feels like the end goal. How does AI help there?
AI ensures more timely and reliable deliveries. Machine learning models are continuously optimizing delivery routes in real time.
Factoring in traffic and things.
Way more than just traffic. Current order volumes, specific delivery promises made to customers, deadlines, how important a customer is, real-time product availability. It juggles all of that.
And gives accurate ETAs.
Very accurate ETAs. And crucially, it can identify shipments that, if they get delayed, could cause bigger knock-on problems down the line.
We mentioned UPS earlier, rerouting drivers on the fly.
Exactly. UPS uses AI for instant, real-time decisions for last-mile delivery, dynamically rerouting drivers based on live traffic, sudden weather changes, shifting priorities.
It's not just about saving a few minutes, is it?
No, it's about maximizing overall efficiency, fuel, timing, driver hours, which boosts customer satisfaction and keeps the whole operation flowing smoothly.
Okay, so beyond the bottom line and efficiency, I imagine AI also has some pretty profound impacts on things like workplace safety, sustainability, and making these networks genuinely resilient against all the disruptions we keep seeing.
Absolutely. The impact goes far beyond just economics. For safety, AI systems are becoming invaluable.
How?
They can constantly monitor work environments using computer vision. For instance, making sure people are wearing the right PPE or verifying safety protocols are being followed in real time.
Wow.
They process data streams from vehicle systems, trucks, forklifts to monitor safe operation, driver behavior, flagging risks before accidents happen.
Predicting problems with machines, too.
Yes, predicting dangerous situations with heavy factory equipment, alerting operators about potential failures or needed maintenance. Even wearable tech, like sensor vests, can analyze a worker's movements to warn about ergonomic injury risks.
And taking people out of dangerous jobs.
Right. Automating hazardous tasks, with smart robots plotting safe, efficient routes for moving dangerous materials.
That's a huge benefit for workers. And I can see how those efficiencies link to environmental benefits, too. What about sustainability more broadly?
Well, in terms of sustainability, those operational efficiencies directly translate into a smaller environmental footprint.
Like fuel savings?
Exactly.
Yeah.
ML models optimize truckloads and routes, leading to significant cuts in fuel use and emissions. AI also dramatically cuts product waste through better production planning, matching supply to actual demand, avoids costly, wasteful overproduction.
You mentioned Kroger earlier, cutting food waste.
Yep, that's a great example. Kroger saw about a 25% drop in food waste using AI tools like Shelf Engine and Fresh for managing fresh inventory. That's huge, financially and environmentally.
What else?
AI can analyze entire product life cycles, giving insights for the circular economy, promoting reuse, repair, recycling. And on the ethical side, AI-powered systems increase transparency
How?
by helping verify that suppliers meet environmental and social standards, like fair pay, by tracking certifications and audit data across the whole network.
And finally, resilience and agility. That feels more critical than ever. How does AI make supply chains tougher, more robust?
Resilience is really built through anticipation, not just reaction. And AI is absolutely key here. AI-powered simulations using digital twins are transformative.
Digital twins, what are those exactly?
They're basically sophisticated virtual copies, either 3D models of physical things like a factory or a warehouse, or 2D models of external processes like shipping lanes or market demand.
So you can test things out virtually.
Exactly. Managers can test responses to all sorts of disruption scenarios, natural disasters, strikes, cyber attacks in this virtual space without any real-world risk or impact.
Like a flight simulator for supply chains?
That's a great way to think about it. The U.S. Department of Defense uses digital twins to prepare for everything from hurricanes to adversarial threats by modeling their entire logistics network.
So companies can design better responses.
They can design incredibly effective responses, evaluate different strategies, see the likely impact on supply and demand, figure out recovery times, and critically, AI can also suggest changes to fundamental policies,
Like where to source from.
like the optimal number and location of suppliers or specific contract terms, to proactively strengthen the supply chain before a crisis even hits.
So it connects back to that bigger picture. Resilience isn't just reacting faster, it's anticipating.
Precisely. Digital twins powered by AI let you run thousands of what-if scenarios, learning from potential crises before they ever happen in the real world.
We've covered a ton of benefits, but sometimes seeing it in action really helps. Let's bring it down to some tangible, real-world examples. What does this all mean for, say, a massive car manufacturer? You mentioned getting that crystal ball for procurement.
It's exactly that kind of sophisticated foresight.
Mm-hmm.
Let's imagine a hypothetical American car maker building 3 models, maybe a luxury sedan, an SUV, an EV.
Okay.
AI can massively outperform traditional methods in forecasting sales for each model. But more powerfully, it can accurately model how sales might change due to dynamic events.
Like gas price spikes.
Exactly. Or maybe faster than expected EV adoption. These intelligent forecasts are gold for supply chain planners.
Helping them order the right parts.
Precisely the right amount of supplies. Avoid costly overstocking, optimize staffing on production lines. They can meet actual demand without expensive rush orders or the high costs of carrying excess inventory.
That's fascinating. And it's not just predicting sales, but spotting potential problems before they blow up.
Yeah.
I heard about a healthcare analogy that seemed relevant here.
Yes, it's a very fitting comparison.
Yeah.
There's a great example from a collaboration between GE Healthcare and Mass General Brigham Hospital System.
Okay.
They used AI to predict missed care opportunities, or MCOs, basically, patients who are late or just don't show up for appointments,
And the AI could predict that accurately.
with over 95% accuracy. This let the hospital proactively reach out to those patients, which saved critical resources and improved patient care.
And the link to supply chains.
Applied directly, this same predictive power offers the huge potential to foresee and prevent delays in critical component deliveries before they snowball into major disruptions. It's having that foresight to act, whether it's patients or parts.
That real-time dynamic decision-making is clearly huge. For logistics, we talked about UPS. What other examples show AI getting things where they need to be when they're needed?
Well, beyond UPS's last-mile rerouting, the food and beverage industry has some really compelling examples.
Like Kroger cutting waste.
Exactly. And Nestlé uses AI-powered visual inspection in its factories to catch tiny product inconsistencies at high speed, ensuring quality control.
Right?
And there was a European grocer that boosted revenue by 2% in just 6 months. How? They used fixed cameras, mobile devices, and AI to monitor shelf availability in real time.
So they spotted empty shelves faster.
They could fix out-of-stocks before customers even notice them, directly preventing lost sales. It shows how AI gets embedded in everyday tools. It's not always flashy robots.
You're making sure my favorite yogurt is always there.
Pretty much. It's about that seamless experience.
And if something does go wrong, like a product recall, AI helps there too.
Absolutely. AI combined with blockchain, those secure digital ledgers can track goods at the batch level. Super granular.
So instead of recalling everything,
Exactly. If there's a contamination, you can pinpoint the exact affected batch, trace it back, and issue a highly targeted recall. Saves huge costs, reduces waste, minimizes risk.
and warehouse robotics, they were early AI adopters,
They
right?
were, and they've become incredibly sophisticated. Automated lines, autonomous vehicles in warehouses. Now AI optimizes where inventory is placed based on demand, coordinates robots for picking and packing. Everything moves faster, more accurately, fewer errors.
Sounds futuristic.
Yeah.
But I also heard about Japan and vending machines. How does AI fit there?
It's a brilliant case study. Japan has hundreds of thousands of vending machines. Historically, it was reactive machine breaks or runs low. Dispatch sends someone.
Inefficient.
Very. Now, they link real-time IoT data from each machine to AI planning tools and inventory systems. It's become predictive and autonomous.
So the AI knows when to restock or do maintenance?
Exactly. It monitors stock, predicts demand based on location, time, even weather, and schedules service proactively. Downtime is way down, parts are used efficiently, service costs are lower. It's a cultural shift. Supply chain becomes a strategic way to improve the customer experience.
It's clear AI is reshaping the physical flow, but it's not just about boxes and robots, is it? You mentioned people and policy earlier. How's AI impacting the human side?
That's a crucial point. For human capital, logistics giant Kuhn plus Nagel uses AI to find internal candidates for open roles, matching skills to jobs.
Helping people find the right fit internally.
Yeah, shortens training time, improves job satisfaction, creates a more flexible workforce. And for accounting accuracy, AI in ERP systems automates maintaining inventory and transaction records, ensures fair, timely payments, fewer disputes.
Any other examples?
Mazda Motor Logistics uses Oracle Transportation Management, an AI platform, to find the best carriers, routes, service levels for distributing cars and parts in Europe. Increases on-time deliveries, happier dealers, happier customers.
Okay, so AI sounds like this incredible silver bullet for supply chains. But let's get real. There have to be challenges, right? Significant speed bumps on this road. It can't just be flipping a switch.
You're absolutely right. It's far from simple plug and play.
Yeah.
One of the biggest initial hurdles is definitely training costs.
Getting people up to speed.
Exactly. Employees across the board, warehouse floor, executive suite need training on these new, sometimes scary systems. That means downtime, financial cost. Companies need good, affordable programs to help employees adapt and upskill.
And beyond the people, the actual cost of the tech itself, the startup costs, the ongoing operational costs, must be substantial.
Oh, the financial commitment is significant and continuous. Procuring and integrating hardware, software.
Yeah.
That's just the start. Often the real expense is the machine learning models.
Building or buying them?
You can get pre-built ones, but often, for the biggest competitive edge, you need custom models trained on your own proprietary data.
And getting that data ready is hard.
Data preparation is a massive, often underestimated effort. Collecting, combining, validating, cleaning huge amounts of quality data from all over the place.
Garbage in, garbage out, right?
Perfectly put. If your data isn't clean and unbiased, your AI insights will be flawed. Then training these models needs serious computing-powered GPU servers. That means big cloud bills or tying up expensive internal resources.
And it doesn't stop once it's running.
No, the operational costs continue. Running AI at scale needs powerful platforms, edge servers, cloud servers, plus constant monitoring, tuning, fixing glitches. It requires ongoing investment.
So it's complex systems, too. Lots of moving parts.
Precisely. Devices, sensors streaming data, GPU servers for training, edge cloud servers for running models, applications acting on insights. It's a lot.
And integrating it all across a global chain.
Integrating across many nodes,
Yeah.
consistent monitoring, performance tuning, glitch fixing. It requires sophisticated technical expertise and robust IT infrastructure.
Okay, given those hurdles, what are the strategic steps? How should companies actually prepare their supply chain for AI? You can't just jump in.
No, a structured strategic approach is absolutely essential. First step, arguably most crucial, audit value creation.
Figure where it helps most.
Exactly. Thoroughly identify your bottlenecks, productivity drains, error-prone processes across the whole network. Pinpoint where AI will deliver the most tangible value, the biggest ROI. Don't just do tech for tech's sake.
Makes sense. Find the biggest pain points first.
Then, based on that audit, you create a comprehensive strategy and roadmap. Modernizing a supply chain involves multiple complex problems. You can't fix everything at once.
So prioritize.
Prioritize the most impactful problems. Outline a long-term transformation plan that tackles the urgent stuff first, making sure each project enables the next, and everything is properly funded.
Once you have the plan, then you design the actual solution.
Yes. Next is designing a solution aligned with that strategy. What systems do you need? Cloud, edge servers, data science platforms, new IoT sensors. How does it all integrate with your existing IT? Often you'll work with systems integrators or consultants here.
Then picking the right vendor.
Right. Select a vendor carefully. AI offerings vary hugely. Assess their tech, price, support, even their company culture for a good long-term fit.
And then the actual rollout, getting it working and getting people on board.
Absolutely. Implementation and integration needs close collaboration between integrators, your internal IT, and the vendors. Expect some downtime and significant employee training, which leads to the vital importance of change management.
Getting people to embrace it, not just tolerate it.
Yes. Proactively prepare the organization. Communicate the goals, the benefits for them and the company. Set clear success benchmarks. Transparency is key to overcoming resistance.
And it's not set it and forget it, right? It needs ongoing attention.
This is critical. AI isn't static. It's a living system. It needs constant monitoring and adjustment. It improves through feedback, learning from new data. Teams need to experiment, track results, refine performance continuously to keep it optimal.
We've covered the huge benefits and the practical steps, but what about the inherent risks of AI? What pitfalls should companies watch out for?
There are definitely critical inherent risks. First, the issue of inaccuracy of data. AI learns from data. If that data is wrong, incomplete, or biased.
The AI learns the wrong things.
Exactly, leading to misinformation, flawed decisions, even unfair outcomes. That demands rigorous human oversight to ensure data quality, fairness, unbiasedness, and that the AI's reasoning is explainable.
And relying too much on it.
That's the second risk. Over-reliance on AI. It's a tool to augment human intelligence, not replace it. Humans must remain the key expert, managing risks, providing context, nuance, ethical judgment that AI lacks. And humans are essential backup if the tech fails.
And all that data collection must create security and privacy risks.
Huge ones. Increased data use inherently increases risks of surveillance, hacking, cyber attacks. Businesses have a profound responsibility to safeguard consumer privacy and data rights. Robust cybersecurity, data protection compliance, transparency are non-negotiable.
So it doesn't sound like the bleak Terminator scenario then, machines taking all the jobs.
No.
It sounds more like AI is actually creating new kinds of human jobs.
That's the critical distinction. And yes, it seems largely positive in that sense. AI will transform roles, automating some routine tasks like data entry,
But creating new ones.
but fundamentally creating significant numbers of new jobs needing human ingenuity. We're seeing roles like AI research scientists, chatbot developers, and crucially, AI ethics and bias analysts emerge.
And existing manager roles change.
They become even more critical. Managers shift from routine tasks to higher-level work, interpreting complex AI recommendations, navigating geopolitical risks AI might flag but can't solve, ensuring ethical guidelines are followed, providing that crucial context.
So maybe Elon Musk's more pessimistic view isn't the immediate future here.
Not according to the consensus in our sources for supply chain management. The World Economic Forum talks about changing work, needing reskilling, yes, but the near term looks like augmentation and transformation, not mass replacement.
And this has policy implications too.
Definitely. Governments, the US, the EU, are focusing on AI governance and supply chain resilience. Vital to connect those two. Emphasize ethical data sourcing for AI models, protect intellectual property, foster regulation that promotes innovation while safeguarding values and stability. It's about building responsible, resilient, intelligent systems.
Wow. We have taken quite an incredible journey today, haven't we? From that tangled web of global logistics to how AI is making it stronger, faster, just smarter. It's clear this isn't just about small efficiencies anymore. It feels like a whole new way of thinking about how things move around the world. A fundamental reimagining.
Indeed. We've seen how AI boosts transparency, improves efficiency, enhances accuracy, ensures greater safety, fosters real sustainability. It's turning reactive systems into intelligent, anticipatory networks that can actually look ahead.
And given all the disruptions, geopolitics, climate, Volatile demand, that adaptability feels essential now.
It's paramount. As our sources highlight, the gap between leaders and laggards will inevitably widen based on AI adoption. Someone put it perfectly. Flexibility is the new efficiency.
Flexibility is the new efficiency. That's a powerful thought. So, for everyone listening, what's the ultimate, maybe provocative takeaway for you as we wrap up this deep dive?
Ultimately, I think this deep dive shows AI is moving supply chain management beyond just simple transactions or basic optimization. It's heading towards the sophisticated orchestration of real sustainable value at every single stage. So the real questions for you looking ahead isn't whether AI can transform supply chains. It clearly already is. The question is, how quickly will businesses fully embrace this new need to build intelligent, connected ecosystems?
And what does that mean for us?
And, maybe more importantly, what does that rapid transformation mean for every product you consume? From its ethical sourcing, its environmental footprint, right down to its seamless availability when you want it, the world is becoming more intelligently orchestrated, and understanding that is really key to navigating our future, both as consumers and as participants in this global economy.